What's up, West Side? It's Mark. Um, hope everybody's doing okay, actually. And I wanted to thank everybody who's supporting the school when we're not technically open. That's awesome. Uh, we're going to do that through April. I'll take care of May myself. I'm not going to have anybody charged in May. And then hopefully, if it lasts that long, the closures. Um, if it goes to June, then won't worry about it in June, but can make it to June, no problem. So that's the plan. If you've been wondering, so I had a couple guys ask me if I would do a video or two, and I'm like, there's so many people doing videos, and they're so good. Um, nobody needs me to do a damn video. So I started thinking, okay, what can I do besides what everybody else is doing? And so what I'm going to do instead of that is I'm going to talk about principles and concepts instead of like showing a technique, which most of us don't have anybody to practice it on. And if we do, like we have our lady or our dude or whatever, our kids or our dog, they're going to get real tired of you trying to put moves on them if they're not already tired of it. So I'm going to do you a favor and them, and we're going to talk about some principles. So I thought I would just do a concept or principle, a video. And it's not going to take very long. So we're just going to jump into it. So basically, a concept is an ideal. Usually it's abstract. It's just an ideal. There's a lot of concepts in jiu-jitsu. A principle is like a truth, like a fundamental truth. And the cool thing about principles is that they are true in everything. So let's say you learn a principle in jiu-jitsu, well, and it's a truth, right? It's a fundamental truth. That truth is going to be true for everything. So if you can learn the concepts and fundamentals of jiu-jitsu, that's your base. That helps you. It's almost like the letters, knowing the letters of the alphabet, right? The English alphabet, for example, has 26 letters. And with those 26 letters, just think how many novels have been written, how many letters, how many love letters, how many poems, how many notes, how many movies, scripts, what's it called? Screen, you know what I'm talking about. A ton, right? Just from 26 letters. And that's just English. So if we can learn the principles and concepts, that will help us with all of our jiu-jitsu. Everything we do will be improved by just learning those few things. And so I'm just going to start out with a simple one. It's a concept. I went to a seminar once in Park City at my friend Mike Diaz's spot. And the seminar was taught by Kid Peligro. It was an awesome seminar, by the way. This is years ago. And what I really liked about it is that Kid Peligro would teach a concept, and then he would show us 3 moves that would show the concept. You know what I'm saying? Like he would tell us something, and then he would show why it worked that way in a particular move. And that really stuck with me. I really liked that. So I started thinking that way after that. And so one of the concepts I just want to touch on today is when we go for a submission, we need to attack the joint or the neck or whatever we're going after with our entire body. And not everybody does that, especially big dudes like me. A lot of times we don't attack with everything from head to toe, right? So think of, for example, Americana, cross-body Americana. You're going for that. If you're a big dude, you can hold a guy down with chest on chest, right? and apply the Americana. But we need to use our entire body for the attack. So I need to have my knee up in his hip so he can't get his knees in, making frames and reestablishing his guard, half guard. Uh, and I have to use my entire body to attack. I'm attacking that shoulder. So I'm using both arms. I'm using my head to protect so he can't grab. I'm using my legs for positioning and also to check the hip. I'm relaxing my entire body from head to toe to sink into the guy. Our whole body has to attack that shoulder, not just our arms. Not just sliding down and sliding the elbow to the hip, motorcycle grip, all that. Not just our arms, the entire body. So think of rear naked choke, for example. You're not just squeezing with your arms, right? You have your legs involved because you're holding him there in that position. You're holding yourself on his back. You're using your arms for the choke, yes, but not just that, right? You're putting your head to the back of their head. You're using your one arm, making a fist behind his head or a hand or however you're going to do the choke. And you're arching your back. You're breathing in, filling your lungs, right? All your entire body is being used. So that's basically the concept. So whenever you attack, whenever you try to submit somebody, you should be using your entire body. I'll give you one more example. So if I'm doing an arm lock from the top, from mount, and I push up into it, and now I'm 90 degrees, right? If I don't use my entire body, that's how somebody is going to escape. So, for example, just to get real basic fundamentals, if I don't squeeze my knees, the lever that I want to create is lower. It's not as effective, right? Plus, he can start moving my legs. He can pop a leg over his head. He can push a leg down between his legs. So I want to squeeze my knees, right? Yeah, I'm driving up with my hip, and I'm holding his arm with my hands or however I'm doing it, making sure his thumb is up and all that. But I'm not just using my arms, right? I'm using my entire body, toes to head, squeezing the knees. One foot that's over his head, heel to my butt, right? Other foot close to the body. All that to control the arm so that when I apply the arm bar, then he can't move. So if I don't do that, if I have lazy legs, he's going to escape. If I don't control the thumb, where the thumb's pointing, he's going to escape. He's going to get out. It's not effective. If I'm not holding him tight enough using my entire body, he's going to get his elbow to the floor. So the concept is pretty simple. Whatever you do, whenever you're going for a submission, you're attacking with your entire body, your whole body. In my case, 245 pounds on a joint. I'm attacking the shoulder, the elbow, or the neck, right? The entire neck with my whole body. If I can do that, man, my submissions are going to be pretty damn good. So I would suggest whatever move you're learning, because, man, there's a lot of good stuff out there. Whatever move you're learning right now, when you start to apply it on the dog or whoever, your wife or your husband or whatever, use your entire body. If you're a big man, don't be afraid, man. We got to use the whole thing. The little guy will use the whole thing. We have to use our entire body when we attack. So that's basically it. That's the concept for today. Use your entire body on one single thing. Elbow, knee, shoulder, ankle, whatever you're attacking, your whole body against that. Right? Good luck, man. One love. See you guys soon. Hope everybody's all right.